everybody, and welcome to episode 30 of my VRA replay analysis. Arthas was intended to be main tank. He's now a tier S bruiser, that's damn sure. This one is going to be going over rattleballz. I'm going to be referring to him as Tiger, because that's what I know him as. And he's been playing E.T.C. He said this is Plat 5. The replay, he says the replay starts a little late because he had to reload, but I don't think that actually happened. Yeah, no, he had to leave, but he'll come back in. Yeah, so he's not very good at stage dive E.T.C, but he decided to play it once they hit 10. How can he use his global better, and how can he use it at the right time? I probably agree with not going Mosh here, because that's 4 interrupts, not 5. So E.T.C bot's gonna head up to the top right now. Depict Talent's Net, okay. So it is High King's Quest variant, which might be either Twanblad's or Colo Smash. Realistically, probably closer to Colo Smash with this comp. But you never know. Sometimes shit happens and you feel like you need to go Twin Blades, and you know, it is what it is. E.T.C bot has not chosen a talent. He's just kind of relaxing. Twin Blades, let's hope. This is a choice by Ragnaros. I'm not quite sure what he thought he was doing there, but he did it. Now he's backing. What's happening? Okay, let's go ahead and ignore that. Right now we got a sick matchup in the top lane with Varian actually getting dumpstered on by Uther. Genji taking a lot of damage, but protects a lot of it off also. Prog Rock's probably the way to go in this map. There's a lot of globes to get between the lane and the extra regen globe generator at the bottom. I think we're actually trying to E.T.C to attack the wall and die, maybe. That might be right. Uther should come bottom right now. He is, okay. He was just holding top while Rag did whatever he was doing. Made poor life choices. Honestly, like, Red Team's comp is really good. I don't know about the D.Va. If they didn't have a D.Va and instead had somebody with like more wave clear, I would like their comp a lot better. Like if they had a cooldown. Uther barely gonna live there. Genji gets the gank off on Varian top, which is really nice. Playing a little aggressive right here. When you have an Uther, you don't really have great sustain heals. And you guys were 3v4 right there because your Genji was ganking top. So like I would probably like to see you play a little bit more passive right here. This is Plat 5. So like right here, your Uther almost dies, right? Uther takes a lot of damage. Your Uther is very, very low. He's going to heal himself, realistically. Genji's top lane, and you have a D.Va for your DPS. Only way they win this game is to get a D-Shield Mosh, probably. Maybe not. He didn't go Mosh this game. He went stage dive. Because he said he wanted to learn how to use his stage dive a little bit better. I kind of agree that you could maybe get away with with Mosh with the D-Shield on your team, but knowing this rank is probably going to go to the Genji for the most part, because people are like, I don't want to Mosh a E.T.C, or I don't want to do an E.T.C. Easy backless keyboard since you're cleaning yours. Nice. So yeah, like right here, just all you want to do is just let your Uther heal up and just sit back. Let your D.Va get some charge so you can then contest the point. I agree. I would agree, Blue. I think definitely because they all have like a similar backline. Like if Vala, Ariel, and Gul'dan all kind of want to stand around the same area, if you can mosh all of them and just dumpster them, you're winning a fight. But that's probably the best way to win a fight in this game, and I don't know if stage dive gets you that, which I agree with. But I don't think you could rely on the D shield. So like right there, like you probably shouldn't have slid in. You do die for it. You might be able to get him. No, not quite. But all you needed to do there was let your D.Va poke in and get a little bit of self-destruct charge. And not go too crazy, but unnecessary death, but it's not the end of the world. It's still pretty early and you have top controlled, so you should be okay. Your Uther is very low here and he doesn't have tap, so he probably just needs to back, honestly. Rag loses this 1v1 top. We should lose this 1v1 top. They're just kind of swing. Get him, Bulls. All right. D.Va out of mech again. Ivala has no mana, but yeah, let's say she should just die. Again, there, unfortunately, you don't have DPS, so it's like your slides are like that was a good slide to separate the Gul'dan and push him back a little bit, but you had nothing there. Your Uther was out of mana, and your DPS is D.Va, so you got to be aware of that. Also, Genji was ganking top again. I think it's a good stage dive this game. It gives you the macro. You can also never trust your healer in Plat here. Like, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Blue's also saying this as a support main because he knows what he should be doing. So there's, you know, a little bit of perspective on it. Definitely the D-Shield Mosh would absolutely win these fights for sure. But yeah. All you need to do is Divine Shield, E.T.C, he slides Ariel into Mosh, right? He uses Hammer and Smash, and Genji pops D-Blade. Yeah, pretty much. That is definitely... You want to stop sucking dick? Please help. I'm sorry. You can feel free to submit replays. Bible thump. We get another cool top. Like the variants are kind of eating these Genji ganks over and over, which is really nice. D.Va almost has self-destruct again. You might be able to go in here. Like loudspeakers at 4. That was not a great self-destruct. She could have pushed it this way more, but instead gave everybody an out by going down. Ban you from your channel. Damn. One of the few channels you haven't been banned. This was a good attempt at a slide. I guess what you were going for, the follow was really low. You were just barely out of range. So right here, you don't have enough mana. Like, you can't contest it really. Your Uther's pretty low too on mana. You need to be able to get a pick before you can actually do stuff, but you have a D.Va right here for your other DPS, so it's gonna be rough. Pinball Wizard is I have problems with Pinball Wizard. Ooh, getting aggressive. Where do you put your replay? In the Discord. In there. I don't like Pinball Wizard for a couple of reasons. One, it forces you to use W after Q, which is not always optimal. But I like Echo Pedal a lot more, but that's just me. I know a lot of people like Pinball Wizard. It is pretty good. Just off on the side there. You could have gotten that Vala, but again, your DPS was still low. So I don't know if the slide was the right choice, because again, like, you gotta wait for your Genji to be healed. Your tank player on your team always goes damage on W. Okay, maybe I don't know something then, because I don't play a lot of tank, but I don't know if I like Echo more personally. But I do see a lot of people go Pinball Wizard, so I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. They're like, you need to just wait for your Genji to be available and ready to jump in. Otherwise, you're just gonna die, and there's not really much you can do about it. D.Va should be fine here. Yeah. You go Echo if you know you get follow up. That's fair. That makes sense, I guess. I can see that. But right now, you guys are in kind of a lot of trouble. Rag is winning top super hard, but not actually pushing. Like, that fourth's still full HP. So you probably should have a rotate here. That was a really good flank by you. Okay. You probably could have gone on the Gul'dan and pushed them both back, but it's not the end of the world. The idea is that you can burst people easier, and with this comp, you're all about burst. That's fair. As long as the grace period of pinball, I think it says recently, but I think it's like 2 or 3 seconds. Not that long. Maybe 2. Half second. Oh, maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm crazy. It feels kind of long, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just insane. So rotating top here, like, you're not gonna do a lot. Alright, well, I'll get yours next week. I'm gonna do these 2 and then probably play some games. The only burst here is like Genji though. Unfortunately, gotta wait in queue. Sorry. So round 2, okay. Oh, half second after this time was off. That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, I was like, I thought you meant like a half second after the queue. I'm like, damn, I didn't think it was that short. That should be fine, and then your D.Va should be able to hold bot. Sorry, let me back up. I got distracted. Okay, so Rag controls the fort, which is the wrong choice, but it's too late at this point. He should be saving those for incoming Zerg waves, pretty much exclusively. But he gets some good poke off here on these guys. They can't do much about it, and they try to stand here to force you off. So yeah, you can totally man fight him like this with the Rag back up and knowing Genji's on his way. That was an excellent slide. A really good job on the slide there. And then yeah, you were going off there to cut his escape off, which is really, really nice. That's a good play. Hey Tiger. Speaking of which, hey Tiger. So yeah, your D.Va is gonna lose bot eventually, but he can hold for a while, which is kind of nice. And Rag's there, but Rag can't do much at this point. Oh, that's an ult. That was a very bad ult. He didn't really have the follow up there. I guess it worked out, but probably should have. I would have saved that a little bit longer. Go get him, Uther. Ooh, the X Strike Genji. Shuriken Mastery X Strike Genji. Ooh, exciting. I like X Strike, but I understand that it's not as good as Dragon Blade. I'm willing to admit it. Never mind, Nex is here. I lied. X Strike is better exclusively. So here, I like you getting out there. I was gonna say you shouldn't still overstay your welcome up here because they can kill you pretty fast. I don't like how much effort you guys are putting into defending here. X Carvo, damn. Like, you guys won the wave, you should be pushing more with it. Ideally, just say in and out. Bruh, dude, I want some in and out right now. I had the in and out last night, but I want more because it's so good. Map 20 strike. You already saw the light. That was an example of why you don't use APOC to initiate unless you're on a combo, because your entire team just walked to the right and got out. Like, it looks fancy because it looks like, ooh, they're all grouped up. But unless you're going to APOC combo somebody, like, and you have no follow-up, it's not, don't use it for that. So in this situation, when you have stage dive, you should probably try and play away from your team, which is why I like Echo Pedal if we're going to go stage dive, personally. Because it lets you clear waves better. And then you can stage dive in, whatever. But that was not a bad turn. I was gonna say it was kind of risky, but they don't really have any hard CC yet. They just hit 10, and Uther went Colo Smash, so Genji didn't really have to worry about the taunt, so it's not too bad. I don't like the D-Storm either. Okay, well. Right there. Okay. I was gonna say, this Ariel should be dead. Okay, your team's not following up on the Ariel kill. What you did was, you had like the right idea. I don't know how good it is to see it. So like, you had the really good idea with the flank. Yes, you should look to W. That's a great tip, Blue. I was just gonna say, like right here, I would have walked in and pushed both of them forward slightly, probably. The Ariel, going after the Ariel was the right plan, but your team didn't follow up, so like at that point, nothing you can do. Yes, that's a very good tip, Blue. If Diablo charges in, just W him, and like right when he casts Flip, as soon as you see the animation start, just W him, and then it goes on full CD. You probably could have staged dove in. Yeah, I was about to say, it was a little late on that. Whew. You get more aggro on the kill rather than peeling. So like, you could have jumped in a few seconds earlier and probably saved a couple of people. But they're all running, which is the right thing to do. They shouldn't be fighting this, but Rag turns around for no reason. But like right here, you should be ulting right now. Like as soon as you realize they have to turn to fight, like just check your minimap. Like they're all grouped up. You know that they're probably fighting if you're looking at your minimap. So just like check really quick and ult right here, like right now. But it came out a little late because you let him die. You let D.Va get on a mech. Uther has no mana at that point. Yeah, you still ended up getting these kills, but it was a little bit late. Should know as soon as they force away from their base. Yeah, you could see that. I just didn't feel like they had the resources to turn that super well, but Rag turned anyway. But yeah, definitely. As soon as they couldn't retreat to their fort, you probably could have staged over and just had a fun time. Like just dive on the back line and push them forward. You guys, I was gonna say, should be taking this. Okay, good job there getting the pick. That's why I don't like using Pinball Wizard, is because it forces you to wait until he walks past you and then stun and then W, as opposed to just Wing him to make sure you can get the body block. But it worked out fine there. Your Genji's playing super aggro when Uther has no mana. So like right there, okay, that was exactly what he was talking about. As soon as the flip animation starts, you just W him away and you're set. Genji X strike over the wall. That was not a great use of. I guess it killed. Every time I say these hammers are bad, they get a kill, I guess. You see people at half health chasing far beyond a fort always look to hurt. Yeah, I can see that. I was just worried about the Genji and the Uther's mana problems because they were both pretty low. But yeah, definitely. As soon as they overextended there, you definitely could have just jumped in. I like that you stay top. It's the right choice when you have stage dive. And Vala, so like, you don't know Ariel's here, but as soon as they start fighting this, and you don't get APOC'd, you could just walk in. Or like you stage dive in. I think did you cancel that as stage dive? No, you didn't go and go down. But also you see Ariel here, just leave. Like the Ariel can't really do anything, and then you can win this fight bottom and then win the wave. You're still probably gonna win the fight bottom anyway, because they don't have Ariel for some reason. But I would have stage dived in there. Like I would have been at that fight probably. But the Ariel really wants to 1v1 you up here. You guys definitely could end off of this. You're gonna hit 16 once you get a couple of the waves or the forts. So you probably could just end here, honestly. The Ariel's still fighting you up here. She's making choices. Kenji's gonna take that kind of slow by himself. And he's pretty low now, so I don't know if he can push with that. You were that Ariel. You thought you would say to keep the Ariel up there? I understand. That makes sense. The fort is also super early. He could have done that at keep. Your Uther's winning a variant. What's happening? Genji backed. This is tickle fight happening in bot lane. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, at that point, you didn't need the camp at top lane. You could have just walked bot with the fire bat. The fire bat plus the Zerg wave is super, super strong. Another tip is if you do a successful dive, like taking keep, run away and bush camp the nearest bush. Yeah, that's a very good tip. So like, definitely, I agree. Like, I'm trying to think of a time that he could have used that this game. There hasn't been a super good time for it this game. Maybe after you took top, but yeah, definitely. As soon as like, if you were to keep bot and they kill the wave like not too far after, just sit right here, because they're gonna be like, okay, we want to push out, we want to grab a couple of camps. Like they assume that you're gonna go back and grab your camps or something. But if you just stand right here, like, just surprise them and just kill them right away. That's not a bad choice. And right here, I would probably stage dive in. You're a little bit delayed again, but it's okay. You got Beard. There hasn't been a great time in this game, you're right. But yeah, that is a very good tip, Blue. So you're kind of low still. The X Strike God. Did he go Shingon too? Yeah, he did. He's going for it. Alright, you got it. Yeah, just hide this guy. Yeah, okay, you got him. Okay, this should be GG, I think. You should be able to push to win with these Guardians here. Good slide. Yeah, that's gonna do it, I think. I'm just gonna let you, yeah. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for that game. It's gonna do it for episode 30 of the replay analysis. Thank you, Tiger, for sending that one in. Overall, I would say, like, go a little earlier than you feel like you need to. Because of the travel time, not travel time, but the cast time on stage dive, definitely try to go a little earlier and look, like Blue was saying, look for the pushback on the Diablo as soon as he starts flip. Like if he wants to jump in, just wait until he starts the flip animation and then pop that W right away. Just bump him back a little bit. And yeah, definitely a really good tip would be to bush camp, like kind of like you guys were doing here when you won that fight bottom and Varian just walked up and died, kind of similar to that, but like after taking a big objective, just sit right next to him. There's not much they can do about it, because if they're like, oh, we're just going to take a couple of camps and try and play a macro and get back on XP, then you just further snowball your lead and just dumpster people. But that's going to do it for episode 30 of my viewer replay analysis. Thank you again, Tiger. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.